Oh my goodness guys, we just got gameplay of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and let's go over that now. At the PlayStation Showcase 2021, Gearbox and 2K dropped a new gameplay trailer on us, and it is packed with information. Now if you do want to see the full trailer for yourself, I will link it in the description, but this video is going to be going over all the information you might have missed. It does go by pretty fast. First off, we are shown some new maps, and then we get a look at one of the first undead enemies. Skeletons, yeah. In this scene you can see the undead walking up a staircase, and at the top is the Dragonlord. This is going to be pure speculation, but it does look like he is using magic, and that might involve raising the dead. Right behind him right here you can see a vault, so it does look like he has control of it and we have to stop him. Just like Borderlands 2, this is going to be told through a tabletop game, so all the stuff shown in the mystical world is being told through the eyes of Tina. In this scene, Tina's talking to what looks like Gortys on the right side, and on the left side, I'm not quite sure. We get a look at 4 customized heroes, and all that is shown here is 2 look to be humanoid, one's possibly a goblin and the other an elf. Land sharks. Alright, here's where we get a first look at the gameplay. You might notice right away that is a flat off gun. In fact, it does look like the exact same from Borderlands 3, so it is safe to assume that a lot of the gun assets were ported over. Don't worry though, there are going to be a lot of new weapons, so not everything was ported over. Anyways, we can see our first spell cast, and that's going to knock this pirate skeleton off his feet. The standard rarity system will be returning, so you can see a common item right here. And the next scene, crossbows. Yeah, it looks like we're actually getting them. I'm super happy about that. Also, a giant blobfish thing. It looks like combat is going to be a lot more involved. I like that. Now, pay attention to this next scene. The player is holding a crossbow and their melee attack, a sword strike. This is something I've been wanting in Borderlands for a long time, so hopefully melee weapons will take place of our default melee attacks. Also, when your skeleton is struck with the melee, you can see a symbol pop up. I don't know if that's a pause button to show that the enemy is staggered, or maybe bullet icon to show that you stole ammo. On the left side you can see a barrel, and yes, barrels are returning too. When a skeleton dies, it happens pretty fast, but you can see these bags coming towards the player. Now this is only a guess, but I'm guessing that's the money system, so enemies will drop money and you can auto pick it up by walking over it. And I gotta say, these maps look amazing. I thought Borderlands 3 had some pretty well made maps, but these take it to another level. Giant hermit crab holding 2 swords and using a boat as its shell. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Now for the spell casting. First off, definitely a corrosive COB crossbow. One thing I do want to point out real fast is this does take place before Borderlands 3, which is why we still have Kid Tina instead of Adult Tina. So this might not even be COV, this might still be banded. Back to the spell, you cast out a bird and it will pull all the enemies into a singularity. For this spell, I don't know exactly what it is, but the hammerhead shark turns into a ghost-like creature. And call me crazy, but that looks like a tubby skag. Also, I'm pretty sure that's a doll crossbow. Now we get a look at some of the crazy combat, and this guy looks to be a boss. You can see him casting a ring of skeletons, and the player has to jump over it. As for the gun, it looks like Tidor is returning, and it has some sort of crazy attachment to the barrel. Here we have another humanoid, and it looks like he's all decked out with his costume, so character customization will likely be a thing. Besides the ghost skeleton and tornadoes in the background, look at this beautiful Torg weapon. And it combos as a crossbow, which means that crossbows might just be an attachment on your gun now, not a whole different weapon set. So Torg Assault Rifle Explosive Crossbow. Yeah. And yes, Cryo is going to be returning too, and a cast spell will freeze these wyverns. If you've been paying attention, you might notice that these spells are casted left-handed, and in this scene, we have a wand. I pray they call it Malawand just for the memes. And then we'll see what looks to be dual casting different elements. Now it happened kind of fast, but after that guy died, he did drop a legendary. Also, there are these purple clumps that drop. Speculation here, but seeing that it dropped right after a spell cast, it has me thinking these shards are a way to regen mana. Map with a giant soda can river. This scene has me a little bit confused, but you can see giant-headed players exploring around a map. Maybe there is no fast travel system like the previous games. Instead, we explore a giant map and choose where we want to go. Also, when they open this chest, gold bars come out, so that could be another form of currency. Check out this gun reload animation. That is pretty cool. And yes, mimics are going to be returning too. So when you open a chest, be ready. Right here we have a 2-handed melee weapon, and the player is spinning it in a cryo tornado. When the enemy is hit, they turn blue, so if it follows the same mechanics that happened in Borderlands 3, that means that cryo will not only freeze but also slow down enemies. We have a first look at a fire spell. Speculation again, but because this spell does look more crazy than the other ones, it has me thinking this could be a legendary spell, or possibly the player's action skill. Giant fire area of effect hammer strike. And we have a first look at a wand casting a corrosive spell. Not only are we getting crossbows, we are also getting bows too. And this Spectra bow is shooting quite a few arrows, so that shark creature didn't stand a chance. Of course, just like every trailer released by 2K and Gearbox, loot. 2 legendaries drop in the scene, but it's kind of hard to tell what they are. And yes, Mr. Torg is returning, thank you. It bummed me out that he didn't really return fully in Borderlands 3, so this makes up for it. Also, Torg is jamming out on a loot. That is freaking epic. A lot more legendaries, and I could pause and zoom into every single one of them, but most of them do seem to be weapons. This spell summons meteors from the sky, and then we get a look at Butt Stallion running through what looks to be a friendly town. Right here, throwable melee weapons. Yeah, no doubt melee builds are going to be pretty awesome in this game. And that is going to be the end of the trailer. Release date confirmed to be March 25th, 2022. So guys, it is not that far away. It is coming out early next year. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. So let me know below in the comments what you guys think about all this. I gotta say, this game looks like it's going to be pretty awesome, and I cannot wait to play it. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like, because that'd be awesome. And if you guys really enjoyed it, be sure to sub. You guys have a great day, and I will see you all later. Peace out.